I gotta be honest with you, I don't like to say this, but I'm disappointed. Yesterday, 27th of September, Nvidia released their optimized driver for Microsoft Flight Simulator, and it's been optimized for DLSS, Deep Learning Super Sampling, for those with RTX graphics cards. I released a video yesterday on dlss 2 and Microsoft Flight Simulator with the previous driver, and overall it was positive. We saw an increase in FPS for those using monitors and also for those in VR headsets. If you missed that video, there'll be a link in the notes below. In this video I'll be showing a comparison between the old driver and the new drivers, both DX11 and DX12. All my settings are exactly the same as per my previous video, so if you want to know what the settings are, please check out that video. Welcome back to the SimHanger. My name's Mark, thanks for watching, and let's get started. We'll look at performance first on monitors and then in the VR headset. All tests are done using DLSS at the quality level, so the upscaling ratio is 2, and the display resolution is 4K. As I mentioned in my earlier video, I was impressed with the DLSS at quality level, and compared to TAA I was getting an uplift of something between 11 to 13%. So you can imagine my excitement when I learned that Nvidia had released their optimized driver. And perhaps it was naive of me, but I was expecting, perhaps another 10%. With my in-sim settings, and they're reasonably high, this had the potential to push my FPS towards the 80 mark. But as you can see from the above, both DX11 and DX12 are not showing an improvement on the older driver. If anything, perhaps the previous driver's performing a little bit better. Don't get me wrong, frame rates are still good, but to be honest, well below my expectation. If you're flying using a monitor, what's your feelings? Has this update met your expectations? Let me know in the comments below. But the numbers above, well, they speak for themselves. Perhaps those with lower end systems will get different results, and of course these are results for my system. Mileage will vary. Before we jump into VR, let's take a quick look at some of my settings. Game mode is off, and the hardware accelerated GPU scheduling, or HAGS, is also off. I've done various tests today. Game mode doesn't seem to have any impact at all, and whilst HAGS doesn't reduce the frame rate, it does introduce some stutters. As we've had an update, of course, the Nvidia control panel will be reset. So go to Manage 3D Settings and then select the Program tab. From here, select Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I've only made one single change, and that's to the power management mode. The default is normal, and I've chosen Prefer Maximum Performance. In the past I would have chosen texture filtering and put high performance, but I've chosen quality on this occasion. I've left it at default. If you're struggling for frame rates, try high performance. And that's it, no other changes. I'm using the HP Reverb G2 and Windows Mixed Reality. First of all, we'll compare the old driver 516.94 to the new optimized driver 517.48, both using DX11, DLSS at quality mode. And for the life of me, I can't see any optimization, no improvement in FPS. Allowing for the vagaries of the flight, they're pretty much of a muchness. Again, a reminder, these are results from my system. Your system will most likely vary, and so will your results. I've also given DX12 a go, as a number of people have been reporting a smoother and improved performance using DX12. There's not much variance at all in the frame rate using DX12, but on my system I found it was full of stutters. DX11 is working better for me. In DX11, both the old driver and the new driver are super smooth, and my VR settings are relatively high. But between the two drivers using DX11, well, it's 1 for 1 on frame rate as far as I can see. If anything, the older driver is just tipping the scale in its favour. I'm disappointed with the new driver. What are your feelings and experiences? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks very much for joining me today. See you again soon. Take care and bye for now.